Ever marry someone that has different political beliefs than you?
I would never marry a guy that's liberal.
Why not?
Because he's gonna raise my son to be a
I was sexually abused as a child. You know, I mean, that's not an easy thing.
You must have been an attractive young gentleman.
What?
So they got this reporter going around at this tennis tournament out in Australia, and he's asking every single American player what they think about what's currently going on in the country. Obviously trying to bring politics into it, and quite obviously trying to get them to say something negative. Anyway, this is what the guy looks like, Owen Lewis, and yeah, he basically looks exactly as I expected.
Last question. Hi, Taylor. Congrats on the win. I'm asking all the American players this, and there's a lot happening back home in the U.S., and kind of has been for a lot of the last year, and I'm just kind of wondering how you're feeling about all of it.
I mean, I'm not sure what we're, like, specifically talking about, but there is a lot going on in the U.S., and I don't know, I feel like whatever I say here is gonna get put in a headline, and it's gonna get taken out of context. So I'd really rather not do something that's gonna cause a big distraction for me in the middle of the tournament.
All right, thank you guys.
He didn't just ask this to one player, by the way. He asked this to every single American player. More or less the same question. And every single time you could tell they were like, why am I getting asked this? Who wants to hear this shit at a sporting event?
Asking a lot of the American players just how it feels to play under the American flag right now, and I'm curious how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, I was born in America, so I'm always proud to represent my country. And yeah, a lot of us are doing really well, and it's great to see a lot of, great athletes on the women's side, on the men's side. So yeah, I feel like we're all doing a great job representing ourselves.
And sorry, do you mind if I follow up?
Sure.
Sorry, just to clarify a little, I mean, sort of in the context of the last year of everything that's been happening in the U.S., does that complicate that feeling at all?
I don't think that's relevant.
I live here and I am a trans youth, and I think we should stand up for our own rights and freedoms.
This affecting you, the bills that have been placed?
Oh, it's affecting my friends and people I know. I am lucky to have a supportive family and that support me in this manner, but a lot of my friends don't, and they're struggling with a lot of mental health and a lot of things on gender dysphoria, and I've just been struggling in general at school. That used to be their safe space, but now it isn't. So it's...
How old are you?
I'm 13.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
You guys could change the Constitution in one way. How would you change it?
Perverse, gov major.
Georgetown University. I was literally going to say legalize abortion. Maybe abortion laws, Rights to abortion, like transgender rights to have surgery without necessarily parental consent. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean you have right to sit there and scream at someone because they choose to change their gender or they love the same sex, things like that.
So should we add trans rights to the Constitution?
Absolutely. Definitely adding in policies that make healthcare more accessible for immigrants as well as people in low-income communities.
So just what I've been saying about these people, man. If they was given the opportunity to change the Constitution, all they'd focus on is trans people, abortions, and more free shit for illegals.
And he's basically playing Risk because people hurt his feelings, or people ostensibly hurt his feelings. So I am appreciative that the president is being transparent about this. I would love it if he was more transparent about the human sex trafficking network that he was a part of, but you can't win them all.
Cameron's grateful that the president is being transparent about the Nobel Peace Prize and his desires for Greenland. Scott, what do you think about that?
You going to let that sit? Are we going to claim here on CNN that the president is part of a global sex trafficking ring, or?
Well,
we're
going to talk about the Epstein file. Scott, I will do the fact checking as we go along here. Repeat what you said about the global sex trafficking ring.
That Donald Trump was provably very involved with it.
Okay, we'll get to that later. I mean, Donald Trump has never been charged with any crimes in relation to Jeffrey Epstein. But
let's be adults
here. We'll talk about
Epstein files. Let's be serious.
Satisfied?
No!
Yeah, that woman's kind of annoying in the background. What are you talking about? Oh, show her some mercy. Okay, she came to America illegally in 2007. She had her final removal order in 2020. She's finally being removed. This is standard procedure.
The president actually sent out a tweet. He made fun of me for talking about climate change in the middle of a blizzard, and he called me Snow Woman. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. So I wrote back, Donald Trump, the science is on my side, and I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. Sometimes, if you haven't noticed, you use a little humor. Like when he called me Snow Woman at my announcement in the middle of that thing, I wrote back on Twitter, I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump. So I wrote back, hey, Donald Trump. So I wrote back. I tweeted back. The science is on my side. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. And I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard. Mr. Umbrella Man. Senator. And he called me Snow Woman. So I wrote back, I'd like to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard.
Who could be stupid enough to vote for these type of people?
Antifa guys, pussies until they get about 30 or 40 of them, then they think they're tough. But they all wear nail polish is the fun part. This guy's wearing his mom's bra. That's crazy. And then in about an hour and a half, they'll be screaming crazy stuff, pretending they're tough. You don't believe in anything, that's why you cover your face. So your mom doesn't know you're out today? Unless she explicitly told you, you can't go out, otherwise there's no Xbox for you later. Well, that's how they speak. Through signs. That's good. That's a good way to do it. They stand behind stuff like this so their dads don't kick the shit out of them when they get home. And they brought snacks, dude. They brought snacks. Look, they got chewy granola bars. And a wagon.
Hi. No, because we're not actually going to buy all of this. We just loaded up our carts with protesting. Trump administration. This. Attention, Target shoppers. 2 o'clock now. We're going to walk out as part of the Free America walkout. We walk away from fascism. We walk towards a free America. We fight for a future that belongs to all of us. Everybody in, nobody out. Everybody should walk out, including the workers.
Oh, that's so brave of you, yeah. Just leave a cart full of shit right there. Who's going to have to clean that up? That poor girl right there. All because you're entitled.
Protect illegal immigrants or homeless veterans?
Illegal immigrants.
Why?
Because they deserve to be here just as much as anyone else. And if you're a veteran, you must have done something wrong to be homeless out here.
They did fight for the country, you know.
Right, but you must have done something wrong if you're homeless and fought for the country, right? I mean, I don't think there should be any borders, you know? I think people should just live wherever they want to live.
All right, guys, this is why we need to repeal the fucking 19th Amendment, because of dumb occur.
I have no comment for that.
Would you rather Hamas rule America or our current government?
Honestly, that's a tough one.
I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer for that, honestly. No comment.
Well, I'm gay, and Hamas does not like gay people. That's like a known fact. Okay. So I personally wouldn't want that.
Does our current government like gay people?
I mean, they don't throw them off the tops of buildings or rip their stomachs open.
Could they someday?
Our current government?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Possibly.
You know what's really funny? They say this government doesn't like gay people. This is Scott Bessent. He is the current Secretary of the Treasury. He's part of the government. He was appointed. And guess what? He's an openly gay man. So everything these people say, it's just so dumb. It really is. But I'll leave it there. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.